Grant Cardone, Mr. Scientology. Let's take a look here. Professional traders unlock the code to trading. Fucking scam ad.
This guy?
Scam ad. Scam ad. There we go.
If you have $1 million, the fastest way to lose it is invest in Bitcoin. Today, Bitcoin's at 35,000. That $1 million would be worth $65 million. Okay. What do you say to Dave Ramsey today? Charlie's still trashing and saying it's garbage.
Yep.
It's not. Are they wrong?
Yeah. It's I mean,
So say it. Dave, Charlie, Warren, and Jamie are idiots.
Now, understand that these knuckleheads, these former football players, they have their little, and I go ahead and show you, market rebellion. They trade cryptocurrencies. So think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. Why are you promoting trading cryptocurrencies? Like, how do you have an advantage over that? Tell me how you're going to make money trading cryptocurrencies. What's your expertise? You understand? They're promoting cryptocurrencies on their trading platform. Why? Because, folks, all they care about is luring in the biggest crowd of idiots. You understand? These guys are con artists. They're promoting trading cryptocurrencies. Matter of fact, let's take a look here. These guys, Market Rebellion, by the way, they probably don't have it anymore. What they used to do to deceive people, marketing fraud, and by the way, here you go. Rule number 1, whenever you see a website and they show you as featured on, or you've seen us on, and they show you the media, you know they're a scam. Write it the fuck down. I've never seen an exception. Whenever they show you that, they're doing that because they want you to think that they're legitimate. Oh, well, they've been in the media. They must be legitimate. Folks, they're in the media. They're not legitimate. Okay? I mean, when you go on my website, what do you see? I predict the financial crisis. I mean, in the media, dude, show me, what have you done? What have you fucking done, guys? Except fucking swindle money out of people. You understand? So what they do, well, I don't know if they have it on there now, but what they did before was they would actually show you. You say, well, where's your trading record? And what they would do is they would show you the trades of people that posted them. So in other words, people that supposedly wanted to show their trades, they would email them. That was their trading record. So think about that for a second. And I kid you not. That was what they called their trading record. So think about it. So if you are dumb enough to sign up for a trading service, not realizing you're going to get scammed, okay? If you want to show trade, you want to show the trades that you made that made you money. You're not going to show your full record. You're embarrassed. You're ashamed. Number 1. So you're going to get only, for the most part, good trades. That's what they're going to show you, and they're going to claim that's their track record. Number 2, how do we know that somebody submitted that? That could be their friend or somebody else. In other words, why are they playing games? Just show the fucking shit. Just show the alerts you're sending out, right? They don't want to do that. Let me give you an example. Here we go. So there's a guy named Martin Weiss. He's one of the first guys I exposed, and he's the guy that made me realize that ad-based content was a complete scam. Back in 2009, I exposed this guy. I knew this guy from a long time ago. He's been around a long time. Martin Weiss, you can look him up. You can look at him and you tell, just looks are not deceiving. He's one of these guys. There's basically two main areas of these investment related scammers in the U.S. The two big epicenters are Baltimore, Maryland. That's where Gora Financial is. And then you've got West Palm Beach. Now, anybody that knows anything about West Palm Beach, there's a... well, I won't say anything. But there's also some other places. But the bottom line is that what you got basically is the copywriting frauds. The guys pumping all the bullshit, fear-mongering, the infomercial video shit to scare you, Porter Stansberry type shit. That's Agora Financial. That's the copy editing shit. And then you got a lot of the stock promoters, penny stock promoter, boiler rooms. Most that's like West Palm Beach, Florida, in that area. So it's a little different. But anyway, so Martin Weiss, he's been coming out with fear-mongering horse shit for decades. And apparently he ran some trading service. And of course, he kind of did the same thing all these guys do. Tell you false claims, yeah, but he doesn't show you the track record. So he got in trouble with the SEC. And you can imagine what they had him do is they had him post on his website his trading track record to show people. Because, he was luring in all these people based upon false claims. You see? And what he did to get away from that he has several websites, and he hid the track record and different links. He kept moving it around. But anyway, now let me explain something to you guys. What the hell? About trading. Here's the problem with these people that promote trading. When you trade, okay, if you're doing a trading service, how are you going to trade? Are you going to trade 100% of your capital on each trade? Are you going to trade 50% of your capital? My point is this. You can quickly lose all your money in a trading scheme. If you have a few losers, you can lose it all very quickly. You understand? So the safe way to do it is you're going to want to trade like what, 1/20th, 1/30th of your assets. You understand what I'm saying? So then if you do it that way, to calculate what your returns are is very different. Because then you're only deploying a percentage of your assets. So to determine your full return for the year based upon assets that you have, it's a completely different story. So you have to be careful about that, because it depends upon how much of your total assets you're deploying on each trade. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So these are, let's take a look. From 2006 to 2008, Asia stock options, loss, 17%, 28%, 32% loss. And then like almost every single one was a loss on this. So think about it. If you're doing this trading thing here, and if you're separating this out to like 2 lots, you're going to trade 50% of what you've got. After 2 trades, you're fucking done. First 2 trades and you're fucking done. You're wiped out. You see? Wow, 100%, 78%. Just go through the list. Take a look at this. Minus 100%, minus 78%, minus 100%, minus. It looks like you have to try to do this poorly. How does one do this poorly? I don't understand. Right? Look at this. I mean, you finished. You're done. You're fucking done. Right? I mean, these are obviously options, and they just fucking let them expire. Right? Wow. Just fucking terrible. Give them a chance. We'll do. We're going through. This is 2006, 2008. Take a look at that. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Wow. This might break a fucking record here. Take a look at this. So I've got much more. It's just a complete disaster, right? This is what happens when you're forced to show your trading record. Ask yourself why none of these guys that promote trading will show, and not cherry pick stuff. You show me every fucking month, and you show me third party audited. You show me. You show everybody. Okay, you timestamp everything. You show us however you're sending out emails, whatever. You show everybody should do this. They're not going to do it. Okay? Because why? Because it doesn't work, folks. It doesn't work. Okay, that's the reality. That is the reality. Let's take a look at 2012. See, look, I have all these folders on. I haven't kept up with him. And of course, Martin Weiss, he also got involved in the cryptocurrency. He's doing cryptocurrency trading now. Why? Because it's a big pool of idiots, a big pool of suckers. I mean, this is the people that trade cryptocurrency. You're talking about the dumbest fuckers around. I mean, most of them have never even, they're just learning technical analysis. They think that they're so empowered. They've learned so much. It's like the dumbest fucking. There you go. Take a look. I mean, how does one do so poorly? Now, these are all stocks. So there's no options expiration here. I mean, you have to try really hard to do this bad. Don't you? What's going on here? I mean, I don't get it. So you can see, these are all his little newsletters. He's got 15 of them. And that's the amazing thing. If you go through all these, it's you would think he's going to get a few good ones out of all these, but I don't think so. I don't know what this is. Points. So just take a look. Mastermind. Whenever you see mastermind, run for the hills. It means a scam. Oh, tickets, pricing. Look, Grant Cardone. There he is, folks. There he is. You've seen it for the first time. They're going to pitch their bullshit. Grant Cardone. There you go. You see that? There you have it. Wow, just ran into this by accident. Grant Cardone is going to be opening the door to his fucking sheep to peddle this trading bullshit. There you have it, folks. Oh, it's only $5,000. Oh, it's only $10,000 for the VIP package. I mean, these guys are fucking scammers. I mean, come the fuck off it. Really? Wow. I mean, I don't know who I hate more. The scammers or the dumbass people who fucking make them exist. This is why I hate really stupid people. I don't like really dumb people because they fuel the scammers. You understand? So I guess they don't have track. You don't see anything about track record here, you see? I'm not surprised. See, what Grant Cardone does, by the way, he never talks percent. And once again, I've only seen like a couple of his videos. I'm very unfamiliar with him, but come on, the guy's obvious. It's fucking obvious what the guy's up to. But what I noticed that he does, oh, look, here's $10,000. Look at the check. Checks coming in. Checks. I paid out this much money. He never I've never heard him mention the word percent, ever. You notice that? Hey, Grant, what's the fucking percentage return? What are you returning to your investors? He always talks about the money. Oh, we distributed $20 million to our investors. Okay, well, what was the return? What does that come out to in net return to your investors? He'll never fucking talk about that. It's obvious why. You see? I'd like to see something official of his returns. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 3% at all. At all. Because I know that he just milks everybody on fees. He's got fees all over the place. And once again, if you're investing in his bullshit funds, you're paying for his lifestyle. You're paying for his lifestyle. Okay? Any kind of car that he wants to buy, that's a business expense. You understand? Guess who's funding the business expenses? The suckers who are investing in his funds. His jet, guess who's paying for that? You see? You understand? And any trip he wants to take, any vacation he wants to take, all he has to do. Why do you think Kevin makes videos when he's on vacation? So he's got proof to the IRS he's doing work. He writes the whole fucking thing off. And it's shocking nobody's ever mentioned this because people are fucking stupid. They don't even know this is going on. So it's easy to make claims, but I want to see proof. I want to see proof of Grant Cardone's funds returns. Okay, I want to see the proof. I'd be surprised. I'd be shocked if it's over 6%. Absolutely shocked. I'd be surprised if it's over 5%. Surprised. Okay. I would say it's probably around 5%. Because it can't be too low, otherwise word's going to get out. I mean, if it's too low, come on. And 5% is pretty fucking low. Okay, it's pretty damn low. If you're investing in a REIT, you're not getting at least 8% with liquidity. Forget about it. If I'm investing in a REIT that doesn't have any liquidity and has much more risk, any type of REIT, any type of a real estate investment that's not on the stock market, it's a private equity deal, is going to be risky. Riskier than a publicly traded REIT, generally speaking, adjusted for all other variables. That's fact. Okay? So for a private equity deal, a private real estate investment, I would have to get at least 12%, or I wouldn't touch it. I got to get 12% or I won't touch it. Now, the thing what Grant does, I think, is he comes out and he will say that our target is this. Well, I can target 100%. It doesn't mean I'm going to return it. You see? You can target anything you want. But the best way is for him to tell us what investors got, their net returns, their percentage return. You see? And he keeps all that stuff private. You see? If you go on the stock market and you pull up a real estate investment trust, you pull up the ticker, what do you see? You see the yield based upon what it's paying in its dividend. And you go up and you look at the history of the dividends, and you can see, whether that's a reflection of history, right? You can't do that with these private deals. You see? So anybody investing in any of this stuff, Fundrise, any of that, that's all bullshit. Peer-to-peer lending, Folks, this stuff is targeting the dummies on YouTube. Okay? It's targeting the dummies. Trust me on that. Okay? I mean, the stock market is risky, sure. But if you think that's risky, you're talking about a whole nother level of risk when you're dealing with these private deals. And remember, the SEC, the criminally insane psychopaths at the SEC are the reason why guys like Grant Cardone exist. The SEC changed all the laws around, I don't know, it's been about 10 years or so. They changed all these laws. Before, you wouldn't have Grant Cardone come. It was illegal to come out and pitch all these deals like he's doing. You couldn't do it. And you know why? That protected investors. And now there's no protection. Think about what the SEC has done. They've completely fucked up. Think about it. The SEC has allowed people to be fucked by cryptocurrencies. They didn't do anything. And they went a step further. They've allowed all these scam companies. You think Fundrise existed before? You think lending, what was it, some of those lending things that are not publicly traded? All this bullshit, that all the investments that are not on the stock market, folks, you could not invest in unless you were a accredited investor. And you could not market those investments publicly. You couldn't come out and promote them until the SEC changed the laws. And now, because they're wanting more dumb money, they're allowing the scammers to fuck people. You've got people now like Kevin Pathrath, who's launching his bullshit and sucking people in. You understand? The SEC is a criminally insane organization that works with our favorite mafia. Okay? That's a fact. You can write that the fuck down. Whether it's allowing cryptocurrencies, and of course cryptocurrencies are not going away. I mentioned that many years ago. Their buddies are making too much money off it. They're going to regulate it. Okay? They're going to regulate it and take over. And whether it's cryptocurrencies or allowing crowdfunding, the new crowdfunding law, which is also a scam, allowing private equity now to be marketed to non-accredited investors, or allowing payment for order flow. Payment for order flow. Complete fraud. Folks, these are criminal operations. This is legalized fraud. Why in the fuck would anybody rob a bank when you can actually just defraud people legally now? I don't get it. I don't understand. Right? I mean, you don't even need to do a Ponzi scheme. There's no need for Ponzi schemes. All you got to do is work within the legal framework of America. America is a country where capitalism has failed. It's absolutely failed. And it's largely because of the stock market. That's fact. And by the way, it's funny. It's funny. Speaking of that, I saw something the other day. Patrick Boyle was being interviewed on some fucking channel. And it was, capitalism failed. And they asked this guy, Patrick Boyle, doesn't know jack shit. Folks, I'm the guy that wrote about the failure of capitalism in my book almost 20 fucking years ago. Anybody that read that book knows. Look at this. They asked this piece of shit. And of course, you know how it goes. This clown who you can just look at him and tell, the deal. He's interviewing Patrick Boyle. Why? Because Patrick Boyle's got a lot of subscribers and he wants to get his subscribers. You understand? He's interviewing Patrick Boyle about something he's not qualified to talk about. Why? He just wants to get his viewers. You see? getting back as an investor, if it's coming down to here, almost irrespective of what's going on, I have to believe, if I have to make a call in advance, and of course I can change depending on what happens, but I have to believe this is where you want to start doing that 18, 17, around there. Their earnings report is a complete game changer, at least for quite a while. Bottom line, NVIDIA now is going to enter the realm of Tesla, Apple, and all these other big, I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works. I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works.